I actually use Penda for a lot of reasons. I go on to introduce. If it's something that we're just about to start doing seasons, it'll show them, tilt even before we talk about it. It shows a picture of like, all the pictures on there, just gives them a preview. And then we'll go back on at the end as a review. So it's like they get to go through, and plus if you go outside of class and work outside of class, you get extra credit. So they go through anyway just to perfect their score because it gives them more points. I've got a student that has like 30,000 points or something like that.
It's a good way to review, and it's a good way to introduce as well. So, say for example, we're doing Faces of the Moon right now, and we pop up a Penda learning activity, and we want to know how much do our students already know. So we just put them on the regular Penda learning activity. It kind of tells us where they're at. We work with the Phases of the Moon for about a week or two. We put them back on the same activity, and we could see how much knowledge they've gained.
I use it actually in quite a few different ways. Initially when they went on, they just kind of felt around with it and they loved it because it's interactive. One way I use it is using it as kind of a pre-test to kind of see what they already know. So they'll go in and I'll give them a couple of activities before we actually go over it in class. And then I'll see kind of where they are, if they struggled with it, the kind of percents they made. Then after we go over that information in class, then they're going to have some more activities after that to see if they got better at that, kind of like a pre-post test kind of a thing. I also use it for homework purposes, so whatever we're working on in class, they're going to have that supplement. So, and it may be an addition of things. So, for example, if they were taking a post test today for dividing fractions. Not only did I do division for those basic math skills, working on division, then I'm also going to give them dividing fractions that's inside of there as well. So they use that for homework as well. And they love it as homework, so they get to practice the skill they learned in class. And then sometimes I'll give them, because sometimes they just like it for the fun of it, to just go on it, gain some points. I also have them log in and get their little buddies, and so they'll challenge. I'm even on there, so they'll challenge me. So so they'll challenge me sometimes as well, and they're always telling me their scores.
I use it during my intervention groups. So if a student is struggling a little bit or they need just a little bit extra to get them to the mastery level on something, I'll put them in that Penda learning group where they can pretty much work by themselves to get from the middle to the high end.
I work with the lower students who scored maybe a 1 or a 2. They're the ones that are in that lower 25%, so they scored a 1 or a 2 on the FCAT.
Very good.
And so this is in addition to the regular math class. This is a strategies class to help them build up those core activities and things that they need to do for math to make them stronger, not only in their regular math class, but also then when they take those standardized tests.
Whenever I see that a certain student is having trouble, I can have a sit down, talk with them, just talk about, all right, what are you having issues with the content that we're learning? And then I can just assign them a little extra work to get a little extra practice to make sure that they actually know this, and then you can see how well that they do whenever they try it over again. So that really is a benefit for me to help differentiate my instruction.
We'll probably even use it as homework. We can use it as DI. We have differentiated instruction, so we have different stations throughout the room. So students might get to do Penda first, they might have to go to another activity second, and so on and so forth. So during their DI stations, we're also able to differentiate that way, because I might put some students at an intermediate level and some students might be able to be put on the advanced level. So that's DI right there.
Very good.
Homework, of course, is just, going back to what you taught, are they getting it at home? And sometimes whenever we do tests, just take home tests, we tell the students do it over and over until you get an excellent score.
And I love it because it's animated, it has all the benchmark criteria that I need in order to teach my kids, and it's like a study guide for my kids when they really don't understand. They can go on and they can keep practicing, and it's not a repetitive amount of questions. It always changes, so that when my kids are using it, they can't memorize the questions or the answers because it's so different every time they utilize it. I also teach a ESOL class where my kids need visuals, so it kind of helps them understand the content area a little better.